The goal of this week's newsletter is to determine a minimum viable service and its price for me to finally start looking for clients offering that service. And as with everything I've been doing, I'll base everything on experience, and whenever I have to guess on something, I'll base it on concepts that I've heard from people I follow, basically from Alex Hormozi and The Futur. And let's start with my troubles with developing my first ever offer. I believe that the best offers are basically the ones where you have a lot of experience and evidence that you've done the thing multiple times. What's hard for me is that I'm a beginner at this and I don't have any evidence that I can grow other people's social media. Not even my own, because I just started and I'm still experimenting with basically no results. So it's tough for me to develop a plug and play service for an X amount of dollars. So the only thing I could strive for is to partner up with a client at the beginning stages of their career and experiment with them. And that experimentation will be free. I will only be charging for editing, which I have experience on. I just need to figure out how I will price my editing and how I can convince potential clients to hire my services. One concept that I will avoid, or I think that doesn't apply to me at the moment, but that it will eventually, that's why I'm bringing it up, is the idea of value-based pricing. I first heard about it from Chris Du, founder and CEO of The Futur, and from what I understood, the concept means that you price your work based on the added value that you can provide to the client. And if the client is huge, there's a high chance to charge a lot of money. I immediately thought that this could just mean that based on the client's budget, you charge the most amount of money you could. But I don't think that's the case. If because of your work a client can bring an extra $100,000 and no one else can do that, then you could charge up to that amount, because at the end of the day, without you, those extra earnings wouldn't exist. The hard thing is to know exactly how much value I will be bringing to the client beforehand, and if there's anyone else who could bring similar or even more value to the client. So I believe at the end of the day, it's all educated guesses based on experience. And that's the key. Experience. That's why I believe I shouldn't be thinking of this at the moment. I need to earn my stripes and work with beginner clients who don't have big budgets and where every dollar counts. Besides, because of my lack of experience as an agency, it will be nearly impossible to get the attention of a huge client. I first need to do great work and get great results for small clients to get on the radar of big people and brands. As for my method for pricing, the only experience I have is as a freelancer, and the most amount of money I've charged so far is $50 an hour. So I know what $50 an hour editing looks like, because I've done it for a while now. My idea is to hire and train editors to that level and pay them a salary that reflects that rate. I won't pay hourly and also won't charge hourly, because I believe it's dumb. It punishes efficiency, because the faster you work, the less money you earn. And saving time is one of the most valuable things, if not the most. So for me, it's straight up dumb to charge or pay hourly for both parties. Obviously, the counterpart of paying and charging a flat fee is that it might incentivize people to do a poor job for the sake of making a lot of money in very little time. But with good quality control and clear expectations, I believe it's manageable. Finally, the margin I chose was 35%. And it was a little bit arbitrary, because I didn't do too much research about it. I just heard that good margins were between 30% and 40%, so I just went with 35%. I'll definitely do more research about it in the future, but for now, action and learning are the only thing that matters. Now, in terms of my edge over the competition, I have no experience growing other people's social media, and I only have 11 weeks of experimenting for myself so far. That's why, to get potential clients' attention, I'll lean on other strengths of mine where I do have some evidence of being great. My strengths are a lot of fitness knowledge because of the body I've built for myself through self-education, good communication because of the great relationship I've had with my clients and the editor I managed for a couple of months. I'm not saying no one communicates better than me, but I feel confident that I'm above average. Being hardworking. I'll use as evidence the message that Tom Nask sent to me when I made the personalized video for him. I sent it with a message that said, "I'm betting no one has ever sent you something like this," to which he responded, "You were right about that, haha. You definitely got my attention." Being obsessive. Hopefully, the way I've been creating content and will keep doing it will show that whenever I set my mind to something, I don't stop, which I believe it's extremely valuable. Above average video editing skills. The video I did for Tom Nask made me believe that, but I will be proactive and show that to prospective clients through the personalized videos I'll make for them. I know all of these sound wishy-washy, but believe me, I don't say them lightly. Or at least, I'm willing to work until those statements are true. If it takes years, so be it. So to wrap all of this up and make this offer impossible to say no, or at least the closest to that, here's the offer that I will be presenting to potential clients. I will partner up with a person or brand whom I resonate with to help develop a minimum viable content creation system for free, and I will only charge for the editing of the videos they will be creating. The part of the offer that I'll make the most attractive to the person's videos and messaging to each potential client is the development of that system. If we nail it, it means a lot of growth and therefore more money made. And if it doesn't work immediately, no money is spent and we both get experience. The only risk for people will be the money spent on the editing portion of the work, which I will try to make the most efficient possible. So it's not that expensive and it will be worth it to spend it just for the experimentation, let alone possible immediate results. I'm sure that we will break even for the client, at the beginning, making it viable to hire me, but attractive to do so if we focus on the learning we will be getting from taking action. As I said multiple times on previous newsletters, I'm in this to grow together with my clients and editors, and I think this conclusion reflects that, and I'm pumped about it. Thank you for watching the video. I'm excited for what the future holds because now things get real. I'm going to start looking for clients actively and start putting my money where my mouth is. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And again, thank you for watching the video.